The rain hammered against the diner windows, a relentless percussion against the greasy smell of frying onions and stale coffee. Elias Thorne stared into his cup, the lukewarm liquid mirroring the unsettling feeling churning in his gut. Martha, the waitress, a woman etched with permanent fatigue, refilled his cup without a word, her movements slow and deliberate. He hadn't slept properly in weeks. The echoes of Blackwood Estate clung to him, a suffocating shroud. Newsboy, shivering in the doorway, shouted read all about it. Blackwood Estate investigation underway. No foul play suspected. The headline felt like a personal taunt. Silas leaned forward, his voice a low rasp. The investigation is a charade, Elias. A smoke screen. He tapped a slender finger on the tabletop, his gaze sharp despite the frailty of his frame. They want to bury it. Pretend it never happened. And you want me to what? Dig up more skeletons? Elias asked, his hand trembling slightly. I want you to understand, Silas countered, Doctor. Albright has made a significant discovery in Alistair Blackwood's research. Something substantial. That evening, in Silas's dimly lit study, packed with ancient tomes and strange artifacts, Dr. Albright, a nervous man with perpetually sliding spectacles, presented his findings. The air was thick with the scent of aged paper and an indefinable, unsettling aroma. Alistair Blackwood wasn't simply interested in music, Mr. Thorne, Albright stammered, pushing a faded document across the large mahogany desk. He was attempting to reshape reality, to create what he called the harmony. The harmony. The word sent a shiver down Elias's spine. It was a term that had plagued his nightmares since leaving Blackwood Estate. He believed our reality was flawed. Discordant, Albright continued, adjusting his glasses, and he sought to impose his own order, a perfect, harmonious existence. Albright unfurled a brittle, yellowed map. It depicted the Ohio River Valley, with a single point marked with a crimson X. This map that leads to a location beyond the boundaries of Blackwood Estate, a place of significant power, Albright whispered, his voice laced with a mixture of excitement and fear. A place where the harmony is manifest. Suddenly, a tall, gaunt figure materialized in the doorway. Bartholomew, the caretaker. His presence seemed to suck the warmth from the room. Silas Bartholomew's voice was a smooth baritone, chillingly calm. Your interference must cease. Silas stiffened, his eyes narrowing. Bartholomew. Always a pleasure to see you. The exchange was brittle with unspoken animosity. Bartholomew's gaze settled on Elias. You possess a resonance, Mr. Thorne. A connection to Alistair's work. The catalyst. He regarded Elias with an unnerving intensity. The music is returning. The music. A discordant melody that burrowed into the mind, twisting perceptions, warping reality. It was the sound of the harmony. The music is a symptom, Bartholomew, Silas retorted, his voice strained. Not a force in itself. Bartholomew ignored him. You are a key, Mr. Thorne. A conduit. He took a step closer, his eyes gleaming with an unnerving light. You will amplify the harmony. You will bring order. Elias felt a surge of adrenaline, his hand instinctively reaching for the edge of the table. He remembered the fragmented woman's warning asterisk. He wants to control you. He wants to use you. Asterisk. The following morning, guided by the map, Elias and Silas ventured deep into the wilderness beyond Blackwood Estate. The terrain grew increasingly treacherous, the air thick with an oppressive silence broken only by the rustling of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. They reached the marked location, a secluded grove dominated by a monolithic stone structure, almost entirely consumed by overgrown vines. It was an unnatural place, radiating an almost tangible sense of wrongness. Inside, they discovered a hidden passage leading down into the air. The air grew colder, heavier, laden with a strange, metallic scent. They emerged into a vast chamber, the ceiling lost in shadow. In the center of the chamber stood a magnificent music box, intricately carved with sayings of impossible beauty, yet undeniably unsettling. This is it, Silas whispered, his voice trembling. The source. Suddenly, Bartholomew appeared, blocking the only exit. He moved with an unnerving grace, his eyes fixed on Elias. You cannot interfere, Silas, Bartholomew stated, his voice devoid of emotion. The process is underway. Silas lunged forward, attempting to distract Bartholomew, but the caretaker easily deflected his attack, sending him sprawling to the ground. Elias felt a surge of desperation, a primal urge to protect Silas, to escape the encroaching sense of dread. Remembering the fragmented woman's instruction, he focused his mind, pushing back against the oppressive weight of the chamber. He felt a strange energy coursing through him, a tingling sensation in his fingertips. He directed the energy towards the music box, picturing it shattering, its discordant melody silenced. The music box vibrated violently, then erupted in a shower of glittering fragments. The chamber was filled with a blinding flash of light. When Elias could see again, Bartholomew was gone. Silas was groaning on the ground, clutching his arm. "It's not over," Elias said, his voice strained. The harmony had lingers. He felt it, a subtle distortion in the air, a sense of something unseen watching them. He knew that the battle was far from won, that the shadows of Blackwood Estate would continue to haunt him.